In this video, I don't just want to talk to you about how to build income streams or about how to build your first business. I want to talk to you about the bigger picture, about why it's so important for people like me to build businesses and how about the world is changing and why you need to change now to stop yourself from being left behind. A couple of generations back, the 9-to-5 lifestyle was very possible, a dream for some people. You could leave state-provided education, find work fairly easily, and bring in enough money to provide your family with a home, transport, and most importantly, food on the table. There were even social systems in place to save part of your earnings into pension investment schemes, so by the time you retired at 60 years of age, you could live in your mortgage-free home while still being paid a decent salary. Fast forward 40 years, and with the cost of living at an all-time high, house prices through the roof, and pension schemes failing, the 9-to-5 dream is all but dead. Not to mention the inevitable introduction of artificial intelligence fast approaching, wiping millions of low-skilled and manual jobs off the market. Unfortunately, in the 21st century, if you want more from life, working away your days just won't cut it anymore. This prospect has left our younger generations and out-of-work people seeking alternate methods to live the life that they want. This was a problem I too was faced with even after studying and qualifying in a highly regarded profession. I realised that with the current economical conditions, I'll be lucky to buy my own home by the age of 30, even with savvy saving and investment. I needed to find an alternate plan, something that would stand the test of time. I decided I needed to look at how the world works, at economics and capitalism. I needed to decide where I should place myself to ensure I wouldn't be left behind and I could live a comfortable lifestyle regardless of financial conditions. I looked back through history at previous financial crashes and depressions and started to pinpoint exactly who was able to make it through the storm and continue times of wealth and prosperity despite bad circumstances. I then looked at the future and what we were about to face with artificial intelligence and robotics and thought once again, who will be able to survive? The definitive answer I was able to derive from my research was to become a creator. Become the person who creates value and starts the money making process. Become an entrepreneur. The simple fact is that if your only method of generating an income is by completing basic functions for another business such as driving a truck, packing boxes, reading contracts, or anything that can be replaced by a robot in the near future, you need to rethink how you're going to survive. And that's exactly what I did. When I decided I needed to become an entrepreneur, I made all the classic mistakes any bright-eyed, bushy-tailed 20-year-old would make. I went for quick cash, overnight riches, high risk and high reward. After failing at things such as stock market trading, pyramid selling and app startups, I came to a rather grown-up realization. Becoming an entrepreneur was not going to happen overnight, and it certainly wasn't going to be easy. After failing countless times, I realized I couldn't afford to be led up the wrong alley once again. I decided to go back to the drawing board and think again about what my next move should be, where I should go from here. I looked at every successful business, at every type of industry, and thought about what elements of those businesses were irreplaceable, about what made them special. After mulling over various functions of businesses, I came to realise that products really wasn't that important. I mean, iPhones really aren't that special, Coca-Cola doesn't taste that great, and McDonald's is frankly awful in every single way. Finance management is pretty much a universal requirement across all of those businesses, so once again not that special. But the one thing that sets apart every successful business from their failing counterparts is their sales and marketing strategies. I realised that it doesn't matter what economic conditions are, it doesn't matter what products you sell, and it doesn't matter what niche or sector you want to sell in. If you can properly market yourself or brand and sell convincingly enough to close the deal, you crack the code to becoming a successful entrepreneur. I decided to put everything I had into learning sales and marketing. I downed tools and started to study hard. Books, courses, seminars, door-to-door sales, you name it and I did it. I went through the grueling process of learning every single marketing and sales strategy used online at the time. Was it one of the hardest things I've ever had to do? Yes. Was it worth it? Of course it was. Every single second. Fast forward nearly 3 years and I can now say I'm the proud owner of multiple successful marketing and sales companies that have allowed me to finally live the life that I want, buy cool stuff and travel the world with my loved ones. Now, although that's very cool, that's not the main point of this video. In fact, What I wanted to tell you today is that you can follow the exact steps I took and make this change in your life as well. Let me put it like this. Becoming an entrepreneur and a business owner was not easy. In fact, it was the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life. I worked all night long for weeks on end, I broke through my comfort zone in doing public speaking and live sales events, and I had to deal with the stress of quitting my job and not knowing if I would have enough to pay the rent. But the truth is, it didn't have to be like this. Trying to become a successful entrepreneur is like trying to find your way to a new country without a map. You know the general direction you want to go in, and you continue to make progress regardless, but there are so many twists, turns and obstacles and traps along the way that it could take an entire lifetime. The honest truth is that I could have got to where I wanted to go a whole lot faster if I had only known the right way. After getting a certain level of success, and trust me, I'm nowhere near done yet with my entrepreneurial journey, I decided I was going to change the way others learnt about business. I thought back to all the times I failed, all the misinformation I received, all the times I got led up a blind alley and wasted countless hours and money. Once you've got to where you want to be, it's easy to look back and pinpoint where you should have gone. But when you have to make your way there all alone, it's hard to see what you should be doing. If I had to pinpoint the one thing that slowed me down the most and stopped me becoming a successful entrepreneur a whole lot earlier, it would be that I had nobody to show me the way, nobody to tell me the real way businesses make money, the actual business models people are using, the sales tactics, the marketing strategies. Because the truth is, once you're told the right information, the right way to do things, anybody can do it. You don't have to be some super slick sales guy, a borderline genius inventing products and ideas. Quite frankly, I hate being on camera. I was way out of my comfort zone doing sales, and learning a whole new business style seemed crazy to me. But when you're told how to do things right the first time, it just works. After wasting thousands of pounds and hundreds of hours on get-rich-quick schemes, crappy investments and rubbish training, I decided to get together with a couple of my entrepreneur friends and change the way things were going to work for people like me. People trying to change their life for the better and protect themselves from the ever-changing world. We decided we would put together a program where we would combine every single element of becoming a successful entrepreneur, every single thing you need to know to build a six-figure business in the next 60 to 90 days. Business models, sales training, internet marketing, how to find customers, how to get traffic, how to build products, how to keep motivated and on target. You name it and it's in there. Everything you need to become a winning entrepreneur. And the most important thing to wrap the whole program together to stop you from being slowed down, just like I did, direct coaching and support from a range of 6 and 7-figure entrepreneurs. Now, what I'll do is leave a link just below so you guys can go and check this out. But first of all, I can hear a few people thinking right now, this sounds like just another get-rich-quick scheme, another waste of money, and it's okay. I understand your skepticism. I would feel the same way. And to show you that we're different, to show you that we're not just after your cash and want to rip you off, I want to give you a bit of a surprise. When you go to the page following the link just below, you're going to see that this is free. Yes, it's free. We're not going to ask you for any money to try this. We're so confident in what we do that what we offer is so different to anything else. We let you come inside and try everything out I just mentioned, all of the training, the business models, the sales, the internet marketing, the traffic training, plus the direct coaching, all for free for 14 days. And no, it's not one of those bullshit you have to pay if you use so much of the training, or you can only cancel before a certain day. 100% 14 days risk-free trial run. If you don't like it and you think we're full of crap, cool, cancel on your last day for the cost of $0 and go on with your life. Or you could come inside and start your very first 6-figure business. You just changed your life with 0 risk and 0 money invested. I'm not going to sell you guys on this too much as well. It's free, so go down there and check it out right now if you're interested. It caters to all people's needs, whether you want to start a 6 or 7-figure business empire, or if you just want to make, let's say, £300 in the next 30 days, almost guaranteed. We have the answers for you. If you're not sure and you still need a little more convincing, let me tell you about a couple of members' results before you go and sign up. Hannah here made £2,200 in profit just this week after following our training and coaching. Lauren was able to make $1,400 in her first month as a member, and Taylor was able to make almost $2,000 while still on the trail. We see these kinds of results quite regularly on the action plan and much more, so go and check it out now if you do not want to get left behind. Follow the link directly below this video and I will see you inside.